So happy that you are here this morning. Let me just get everything all set up here. So I want to say again, thank you so much for your support last week with the live stream, restarting. I just so appreciate you being there. And then, of course, those of you that watched later, thank you so much. This is fun. This is fun. I'm so glad that I get to do this. Like, to me, this is a privilege, and it's a joy for me. So I just thank you for sharing in my joy and spending your Monday morning with me, or your Monday afternoon. Hi, Shelley. Hi, Marisol. It's so good to see you all here today. I love all the hearts and rainbows. Yay. All right, so let's dive in and get started. Mm. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, beloved ones. Wherever you are in the world, or whenever you are watching this, thank you for joining me today. So let us begin by taking just a few moments to breathe together. So close your eyes and just take a few nice deep breaths. You don't have to over breathe to strain your neck or any of the muscles of your body, but just fill your lungs, your diaphragm, and your belly to a capacity that feels abundant to you. And when you let it go, just really let it go. As if on the inhalation, you are welcoming abundance and life into your body, into your being. And on the exhalation, you are letting go of everything that stands between you and the life that calls to you. You can make a sound, a sigh, but really feel that on the exhalation, you're letting go. You can begin to calm the breath. And just feel how good it is to oxygenate your body, your brain, your being. Wonderful. You may open your eyes if you wish, or you can always be present with me with eyes closed, whatever brings you to the deeper experience. So today I want to talk about comfort. So last week I spoke about nurturing, asking you what nurtures you, what nurtures your body, your mind, your heart, your soul, your being. And now we're going to just swing our focus into comfort. Now, comfort is something that as adults, you are not always quick to recognize as a need. But I would tell you that you are a child right now. You are a young or older child right now. You are a teenager right now. You are in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, your 70s. Whatever your age is at this moment, all that has come before is still present in your being. Now, that doesn't mean that difficult things from your past still haunt you or create a lot of problems in the present. Maybe you have come to peace with events of your past or many of the events of your past, but that doesn't mean that they are still not present within you. You are the glorious being that you are right now because of everything that has come before. And so while you are an adult, you are also still a child. And even as adult, you will still have many of the same needs that you had as a child. And one of the greatest needs that you still have as an adult is the need to feel comfort, to both give comfort to others and to be comforted. Right? So it's a type of facet that belongs to love. Comfort stems from love or is an extension, a natural extension of love. And it's one of the ways that as an adult, you deny yourself love in a big way. That somehow as a mature, functioning adult, you shouldn't need comfort. Or maybe you just need comfort for special occasions, like you're going through a terrible loss, or you yourself are ill, or you are extending comfort to others because they are experiencing a terrible loss or illness. But comfort is not really meant to be a special occasion, way of loving another or allowing yourself to be loved. Comfort is something that you need on a regular, consistent basis. And there are many reasons why. Some people, and you may be one of them, have a very difficult or traumatic childhood. So you might find that you need, not just want, but you need comfort, to receive comfort much more frequently and consistently than, say, someone who did not have a difficult or traumatic childhood. And just because you reach a certain age, or you have created a certain amount of things or manifested a certain amount of things in your life, doesn't mean that you don't need or even require comfort. But even those of you that had fairly average childhood, the basic dysfunction, maybe nothing too traumatic or terrible, or even those that had a very happy, stable childhood, you still need comfort. The people around you need comfort. Because human beings were built that way. As animals in a world that is unpredictable, that the unknown can be very scary. It can be exciting. It can be wonderful, but it can also be scary. Each human being lives with the fear of the unknown every day of your lives. Some people feel it to a much higher degree than others. Some people might be feeling it, but they're not aware of it. They don't realize what they're feeling. But every human feels this fear. And so you were given what you need, not just humans, but many in the animal kingdom. You are given what you need to balance out that fear. And that thing is comfort. Now, I'm not really talking about a comfortable couch. This chair is very comfortable. It's soft. It's lovely to sit in, right? There's that kind of comfort. The comfort of shoes that fit you well, that don't rub or make blisters or make your feet sore or hurt. Comfortable shoes. So there's that kind of comfort. The kind of comfort that can keep you out of physical pain, and that's a good thing. But the kind of comfort that I'm focused on here today is that which comes from the connection with others, when you are received by others. A physical hug is a wonderful example of giving and receiving comfort. Being held is a wonderful example of receiving comfort. Animals in general, and humans are not an exception, they derive comfort from closeness, right? Touching. when lots of animals sleep together in a pile in a den, or the family unit sleeps close together. There's a feeling of safety and comfort. And again, that can feel very nurturing. Now, not everyone derives comfort from being held. Some people have a lot of physical trauma that they are dealing with, and so being held doesn't feel comforting. It feels scary. It is important, my beloved ones, that you come to awareness about where you get the best, deepest, most wonderful comfort from. What do you need to feel comfort? Maybe you're very good at giving comfort to others. Maybe you are not. Maybe it's not something you think of, which is why I'm bringing it up today, so you can start thinking about it a little more. Now, for some people, you did not receive the comfort that you needed in your home to thrive. So you began to reach for behaviors and activities that brought you comfort, but that also then at a certain point had a destructive quality. For many people, food, excess food, sugary foods, heavy foods, fried foods, fast foods, foods that give you that feeling of being full, that can be a great comfort, but one that is not sustainable, that is not nurturing, that is not healthy. It's completely understandable that as a young person trying to find comfort in an environment where there was maybe not enough for you, even if you had loving, present parents who did the best they could, maybe there were a lot of siblings, and you personally did not receive enough comfort for you. Not that it was never given or that it was deliberately withheld, but it just wasn't enough for you. It's easy to start reaching for substances, for behaviors that create the closest feeling or sensation of comfort that you could acquire as a child. Lots of people think that money brings them comfort. So there is always this pursuit of money, because the things that money can buy might provide you with a kind of comfort, but you didn't realize that's what you are trying to acquire. I'm encouraging you today, beloved ones, to stop underestimating the power of comfort. That no matter what age you are, you will always need comfort, both to give comfort and to receive comfort. And the difficult part as a human being and as an adult is that you may need to ask for the kind of comfort you need from the people around you. And that is not always easy. And sometimes you may not be in a situation where your favorite kind of comfort is available to you, or there is someone that can provide it for you, or you just don't feel you have anyone in your life that you can ask. Say you love to be held, but maybe you are not in a relationship with someone who can provide that for you. And maybe you feel awkward asking your friends to provide that for you. Now, if you were to look at the more common biological sex, or the majority on the planet, typically those that are in a male body have a more difficult time asking for and giving comfort to others. Historically, that is women's purview, right? To give and receive comfort. There is a misconception that needing comfort is a weakness. But in fact, beloved ones, it is a strength. Why? Because when you give and receive comfort freely, when you can ask for the kind of comfort you need from those around you, you are opening the door to intimacy. And I do not mean sexual intimacy. I'm talking about relational intimacy, depth, connection that creates healthy bonds that are a significant part of your foundation, so that overall in your life you have that sense of security and safety. Toughing it out, enduring, not needing anyone or anything, getting it all done yourself. This is or has become the sort of badge of honor in the collective consciousness. But in actuality, it weakens you because it isolates you. It separates you from others. And you can see this in one small example of looking at the divorce rate, just in, say, the United States or other Western countries, when the taboo around divorce was lifted. And now it is much more accepted and more common. Without the bonds of deeper intimacy, it is very difficult to sustain an ongoing, romantic, significant other relationship. If you don't have that foundation of security in your relationships, it's very difficult for them to be sustainable. So, regardless of your circumstances, there are many ways to receive comfort, to allow yourself to be comforted. That does not involve unhealthy behaviors. Prayer, meditation, communing with nature, communing with the divine through prayer and meditation, reaching out to someone that you love and asking for what you need. Maybe it's just to be listened to. Maybe you just need someone to sit with you as you cry, to hold your hand. Maybe art or the music brings you that deep sense of comfort. That yes, you are still afraid of the unknown, but it's okay. Life is also wonderful and beautiful and magical and filled with love, even as it is filled with tragedy and loss and war and disease and pain. Giving comfort to others and allowing yourself to be comforted helps you to remember that life is more than just a frightening experience. That your fears are only one part of your life, your existence. When you extend comfort to others and when you open yourself to receive comfort by asking for what you need, reaching out to receive, you are strengthening the foundation of your life. You are creating sustainable practices that will see you through anything. And you are building relationships that can grow and expand, that can weather the storms and difficulties that are bound to come up between you as humans. Discover what you need to be comforted and allow yourself to have it all the time on a regular basis, not just on special occasions or every once in a while. Accept that you need comfort. You need to provide it for others and you need to receive it for yourself. It's simply part of being human. You are not overly needy. You are not weak. You are simply you, a human being who, even as an adult, will always be a child. Let yourself have what you need, beloved ones. I promise you, it will be all right. I love you. Namaste. Oh my goodness, that was lovely. Oh, you are so welcome, Mandy. Pamela, so good to see you and share. Thank you all for joining us today. Oh my goodness, I don't know about you all, but someday when I grow up, I hope that it becomes easy for me to ask what I need. You're welcome, Angela. Specifically in the realm of being comforted. Oh my gosh, I needed to hear that today. So glad that she is with us all to help guide us and help us figure it out and gather all of our courage together to ask for what we need. Oh my goodness. Because I could not do it alone. That is for sure. And after listening to today's teaching, I'm pretty sure that's the whole point, is that we're not supposed to do it alone. You are so welcome, Anne Marie and Caitlin. How lovely to see you. Oh my gosh. I thought so too. I thought so too. Well, have a fantastic week. And I'm so excited I get to see some of you in Mount Shasta in just a few days. Yay. Oh, it's going to be such an awesome retreat. I just can't wait. So have a wonderful week. I know that I will be having an amazing week in Mount Shasta, and I will see you here next Monday morning. Mwah. Thank you all so much. Oh, Anne Marie, yes, that's true. Well said. Yes, that's how the hungry ghost begins. Well said, my dear. All right. Bye, everybody.